Okay, so in the stream I'm going to play Dark Cloud 1. I'm going to do the first dungeon, all of the levels, and I'm basically going to complete the Dran's Feather, or I'm going to complete the Dran's boss. The Dran's Feather, which lets you run rapidly through dungeons, is named after Dran. Dran is the first boss of the dungeon, and he flies around, and basically you have to fight him with the second character that you unlock. He's very powerful. It's a very good fight. The dungeon build up takes a bit. There are quite a few floors, maybe like 10 or so. Here's my current village. I still need to upgrade my village a little bit. But basically, here's where I'm at currently. These are my items, and all of my swords are basically repaired. I have no more repair powder, so my bone rapier can't really work as much anymore. So yeah, sometimes you have to unplug and replug in the Elgato HD60S, the HDMI converter, and then you also in the game capture software you have to click the gear, and then like the gear settings, and then under decoder you have to switch it to a different thing to get rid of the staticky noise. I'm back. Exciting, eh? Don't give me that look. This is for your benefit. Holy shit, dude. Health checkers in this game. Now, here is the intermediate course. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. First is the lock on. You already knew that by pressing the circle button, locks onto monsters. Red. Red target frame will appear around an enemy for as long as they are locked on. However, you may not have known that the L1 R1 buttons functions change during lock-on. Pressing the L1 button during lock-on switches the lock-on to another enemy. Pressing the L1 button repeatedly cycles through all of the enemies in your field of view. Next, pressing the R1 button activates your guard. Guarding allows you to defend against enemy attacks. Don't forget the guard function, it can save you. Also, did you know about the attribute change function for your weapons? This changes weapons' elemental attributes. There are 5 attributes: Fire, Ice, Thunder, Wind, and Holy. Many monsters are vulnerable to a specific attribute. To change a weapon's attribute, use the attribute or customization command in that weapon's menu and change it there. Of course, you cannot 2-activate an attribute unless that weapon has points for that attribute. What do you think? Easy, huh? Don't want to fry a noodle, so that's enough info for this time. Good luck to you, boy. See you soon. Alright, so now I'm on B3. Obviously now I can lock on with circle, swing with X. However, now I know about pressing R1 to defend myself. And I could also cycle in between enemies with L1. So watch, I could block with R1, so that did 0 damage. This statue looks pretty dope. Look at that. Oh shit. He just hit me with the gavel. So I'm just gonna continue collecting Atla. I got Gaffer's buggy. I think Gaffer is the item guy, so you could purchase items from him, which I'll greatly need as I progress through this dungeon. Because the magic crystal obviously dots everywhere on the map. So yeah, I just have to be careful with these statues. I'm gonna go for like a power attack on them, because they do power swing, so. Alright, Gladius is taking a lot of damage, so I'm gonna switch my weapons out real quick. I'm gonna go with the dagger. Power swing the dagger. Yeah, obviously the hitboxes are super good and realistic, so if you're hopping up to power swing, they're unable to hit you. You got torches all over the wall. I gave myself a nice haircut today. And did some tanning, which is nice. I really need to be wary of all these enemies. Like, I don't know where the healing pool is, and... Alright, so I got Renee, which is kind of cool. But yeah, setting up like the Elgato and all this stuff, like, it's relatively like a pain. But it's fine. Yesterday I worked out, today I worked out, and then yeah, I'm getting thirsty, so I'll need some water. I can't really progress to the next area of the dungeon until I get the Dran key, or gate key, which unlocks the next area of the dungeon, so you need to defeat enemies to do that. So I have some water over here, so I'm going to go to item, and I'm going to drop the water on Tone, so you just throw some like splashes on him, and I mean it doesn't heal your health, but it does heal your thirst. The droplets at the top left of the screen, they went from 1 droplet to 3. But the water over here heals me, so it's obviously very useful to go into. I don't have any repair powders, so I need to take out the enemies by holding down X. Obviously these enemies are much more powerful and strategic as the dungeon progresses, and it gets harder and harder as you approach the end, but obviously soon I'll unlock the item. So I need to make sure I don't break my weapons while also being able to collect Atla and defeat all the enemies. So this is the end of the map, but I need a Dran's gate key in order to get out of here. So I'm gonna run up, grab that other item box and that Atla. Sometimes the item boxes are actually mimics or king mimics, and the king mimics, they basically they're in the big chests, and they do like 36 damage or something in one hit, which is super powerful. I was downstairs before, and I was listening to I was listening to like myself while I worked out on stream. It's pretty nice just watching me do shit. I actually watch other people. Again, you need an oil canteen to put on here on the tram to get to the mysterious area. It usually has slightly better weapons or items in that area. However, you don't really need to go to them. I think sometimes actually the key to the next dungeon is located there. Alright, so I got a chimney. I got an ice gem. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I can upgrade the image quality at all for this to make it like lighter or darker, but it seems fine. I'm gonna grab some water right here. I was so tempted after my workout to go in the pool for a 3rd time and then bathe, but I didn't do that. Alright, so all my weapons are basically done. I'm gonna equip my bone rapier and just go for a power attack on him. Just try to down him in 1 hit. This game's so... oh, yeah, it's bone rapier. Alright, so let me check out my power-up powder. I'm gonna use my power-up on here, so I'm gonna customize. Okay, I already have the upgrade stuff on it, so you customize it, you put whatever you want to use while you upgrade. I'm gonna click upgrade, yes. Alright, so it leveled up. Oh, it's still broken though, or on the progress of breaking. So I have a power-up powder, unconditionally power-up weapons grade. So I'm gonna go to weapon, and I'm gonna go over... where'd my bone rapier go? Oh, I guess since I have it equipped. So I have another upgrade on here, so I'm gonna customize, and for this I'm just gonna add the endurance over here, and I'm gonna add the stonebreaker over here, and I'm gonna click upgrade again, yes. Notice that it goes to Gladius +1, Now it's at Gladius +2. The weapon HP goes up as you level it up, and basically you need repair powders in order to not break the weapon. There we go. So I can do a little bit more damage. Right here it looks like I'm going to break my weapons, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my item, and I'm going to use an escape powder. So if you go over to leave dungeon, Mind Connect hindered by monster, use escape powder, yes. Alright, so I got like Joff's whatever, Joff's buggy or something like that. So I'll be able to place him down and buy items from him. Yeah, Gaffer right here. So I'm gonna throw down I don't have Gaffer yet though, which is very unfortunate. So if I go over to Paige's house, I can't put anyone there, I don't think. Let's check out Claude. I can't put that person there. Let's check out Renee. Can't put that person there. Alright, so... Alright, I'll put the fence here. And... yeah, there's nothing else for me to put. So they got a bridge right here, obviously, which is kind of cool. So you got a bridge. Obviously that goes like the whole like bridge mechanics of like things not being finished. So I'm gonna go up here, and I think maybe the mayor can sell me some items. I'll check out with him. This looks to be no easy task. I put some items you'll be needing in your bag. Be careful, okay? Alright, so I'm checking out my items. I got some repair powder from him, which I needed. Because obviously my weapons were about to break. So I'm going to use, obviously, my repair powder on my upgraded sword, since that has the most whatever. And now the weapon HP is at 49. Alright, obviously you don't want to break your swords, because then they become useless and they only do 1 damage. So, I still don't have Gaffer yet, so I'm not able to buy items from him. But I do have that, so let me save real quick. I'm glad that the saving works properly. Alright, saving completed. Alright, so I already got all the Atla on B3. I'm not able to progress to the next floor of the dungeon because I didn't get Dran's gate key yet. So now I upgraded, obviously the dungeon completely disappears and you need to run around and you get more items again. Everything starts over if you leave. So you have to do everything over again. But it's fine. Hopefully I could get a quick key to the next level, because I'm already done with this level in my opinion. There we go. The power-up weapon is much stronger, so I'm able to defeat enemies and not lose as many whatevers now, you know. I'm gonna go for a power swing on the statue. The statue looks dope. Alright. Yeah, the statues really destroy like your sword. But I got Stonebreaker slightly on it, so yeah, the statues are pretty powerful. I'm getting money though, which I could use to buy items when I defeat these enemies. I don't have an escape powder, I don't think anymore though. Let me check. Yeah, I do have an escape powder. I'm just gonna heal up real quick because I know the item vendor's coming and the game's not as difficult once he shows up, so. And obviously you can run out of item slots over here. But what I do when that happens is I buy a gold bar in the second area, and then I just stack gold bars and they're worth like 1,000 gold, and then you could sell them off. Because also if you die, you lose gil. If you die in a dungeon, you lose your money. But if you have a gold bar, then it's cold hard cash. Alright, so I got some stand-in powder. I got the bone key, which unlocks that door where the water is at the top left. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to splash myself. There is a bone-shaped keyhole. Use the item with square. Alright, so I'm going to use the bone key on here. This won't get me to the next dungeon. It just gets me open to this area through the yellow gate. But the yellow circle is how you get to the next dungeon on the map. Obviously, you don't always have the map. But in this scenario, I do because I found it. Fighting all the statue dogs, my weapon's basically almost broken. So what I'm tempted to do is basically fight weaker enemies that I could spend less weapon HP on, and that's how I'll progress through the dungeon. Yeah, I got the Dran's Crest, which is what I use to get to the next dungeon, B4 instead of B3. I could hop on here, see what the effect is. It could be max HP, run faster, weapon HP increased, status of the weapon equipped increased. Sometimes you get like a limit break and you do a little bit more damage, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to press square here, and I'm going to use Dran's Crest. Go down the stairs, go to B4. I think it's like, I'm just going to go to the next floor. There's really nothing else for me to do. I'm gonna leave the dungeon. Maybe the mayor give me some more repair powder. Alright, let's head over to the mayor again. Let's go over here. This looks to be no easy task. I'll put some items you'll be needing in your bag. Perfect. So that's the only real difficult part, besides obviously finding the item spot. But that basically bans you from the game completely. Kind of like Mega Man, how you had to find the jug shop's lady's husband. In which I did in the first stream. Sometimes they make like ridiculously good games, and then they have like a little limiter on it where it's like, oh, you can't do this specific mechanic, or else you can't progress through like a really well-made game. Alright, so this is B4. It seems to have no Atla on it. This isn't a boss. Ugh. Heh. Now you'll die. Now you'll die. That's pretty bad. I mean, I hit my workout yesterday and today. I can't really. I jogged yesterday too, and today. And I tanned yesterday and today. I literally. Oh, this dude looks pretty dope. He has a Tiana shield. Tone, he's a tough one, Tone. You will have to duel him. A duel is a special form of combat. Controller buttons markers will move from right to left. Press the right button when they line up to the light blue bar. Arrows such as left mean press in that direction with either the directional buttons or the left analog stick. The closer the button mark is to the center of the blue bar when you press it, the better your rating will be. If you hit all of your marks at the right timing, you'll be victorious. When the duel starts, you will be given an indication of with this mark. Be aware of it. Here it begins. Stay focused. Okay. You have to do this with the snake in the second area as well. However, you need the serpent sword Otherwise, it kills you every single time, which took me 150 times to figure that out because I was in like 2nd grade. I didn't understand. I thought like I wasn't pressing the buttons properly. Nice, I got Dran's Crest, I got Power Up Powder. There's nothing else on this floor. I'm gonna go to the next floor. It's a nice quick floor. Yeah, I got a Power Up Powder. I have this game on PS4, and Brown Boo Village looks incredible. You get to there after the 3rd dungeon area with the... You get there after the 2nd dungeon area with like the monkey in the jungle that throws stuff at you. And Brown Boo Village, it's a wizard village, and it looks incredible. It has like light blue and yellow water with stone octopus buildings. How's it going? Got the hang of it yet? The floors beneath this one are even tougher. Now to advance course to give you a fair chance against the meaner enemies down below. Are you using your charge attack when fighting enemies? Hold the circle button down after your body flashes. With this you'll do a jump slash. It's effective against flying enemies and ground enemies. Let's talk more about weapons. So, how are your weapons growing? If you don't start upgrading them now, you could get into trouble later. Before you upgrade, here have a wine bottle. It is a good idea to keep attachments on. If you upgrade with them, then the weapon can absorb the power of the attachment tied to its own power. But this sword is 2.5% Navajo for each weapon. There's no need to upgrade its ability. When weapons reach level 5 or greater, then it can status break. The status break is breaking down a weapon into a Synth Sphere. If you install this into other weapons as an attachment, you can add the old weapon's attributes to the new weapon. The attributes in the Synth Sphere will add to the new weapon's attributes permanently when the sphere is absorbed. However, the attributes received may be less than that of the weapon before being made into a Synth Sphere. If the new weapon's limit is higher, then you can make a more powerful weapon. Pretty cool, huh? That's it for today's lecture. Take care of yourself. I will always be watching you. Alright, so my sword's close to breaking. I think I won't break if I swing it once. Nice. Alright, so bring up my item bar. Use my repair powder on this screen. It's much faster. Go over here. I got a lamp. So it's pretty nice. I got I don't know, like my middle to like upper back. I'm just like slowly, like I just like lift my neck up and it just like cracks it. Windmill blades acquired. I got Prickly. Prickly's bait, you could fish in this game. In Dark Cloud 2, you actually could collect the fish that you whatever. And what's cool about that is they have a pufferfish in Dark Cloud 2, and it's incredible. You could keep it as like a pet kind of, or whatever. And the pufferfish looks incredible. You could look it up on Google. Alright, I got some potato cake. I'm gonna beat up the Yamich. Hell yeah, dude. My house acquired. So the running through the dungeons gets a little bit faster when you have a Dran's Feather. But they do take quite a long time. It's definitely worth it though for the end game, which I'm proving as I play through this. The Dark Genie is pretty dope. I'm not doing the 100th floor dungeon though. I have other games. Nice, I got Dran's Crest right now. So I could go to the next area. I'm gonna get all the Atla first. Mostly because like you want to be able to find the buggy guy. I think it's like Brenner's buggy or something. I forget what his name is. Tanned way too much today. Alright, so notice how you start losing health when your water evaporates to less than 0 drops. So I'm gonna drink water real quick. And yeah, potato cake is actually fish bait as well. You can read the descriptions. The pricklies are actually worth a lot when you sell them. Alright, Gladius's abs are full. You can now upgrade it. That's attack battle system, which means you can upgrade the sword. So I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna customize it. I'm gonna throw the topaz on here. I'm gonna throw the endurance on here. I'm gonna upgrade it with my power up powder. Nice. I'm gonna use my bread over here on myself. Give Tone some bread in case this is trapped. It's locked, forcing it open. Alright, so I'm gonna force it open, and it's gonna be a curse. It's poison. Alright. Guess it. Poison. Success. Nice, I got a second bone rapier, which is pretty sick. So, I'm just gonna grab this Atla. And then I'm gonna try to run to the yellow thing before I lose a lot of health from the poison, because as the top right you can see that I have a poison meter currently, so my guy's gonna slowly lose health at the top left next to the heart. So I see the yellow thing is right there, so I'll be able to go through to the next level, leave the dungeon, and remove my status ailment poison, which I could also do with the antidote drink, but I'm gonna save the antidote drink and just remove poison some other time. It looks like there is Atla at the bottom right though, so I'm going to try to grab the Atla first. I was so excited for this game because obviously I think I'm not sure where Final Fantasy X came in with like 3D, but I was really like hoping like this game would kind of be like FF10, and it ended up being like FF10, except it has a much cooler last boss for sure. It was no FF7, but close enough. Alright, so I'm gonna use Dran's gate key, crest key. I'm gonna leave the dungeon floor temporarily. Let me upgrade my town a little bit real quick. So I'm gonna go to config and assembly. I'm gonna place down my little windmill. Let's see what direction it's facing. Can't really tell. Alright, perfect. Alright, so... oh, I got my house now. Look at my house. Alright, my house is good. So I'm gonna add Renee, who is Tones' mom. Claude doesn't go there. Pike doesn't go here. I'm gonna put the barrel over here. I'm gonna upgrade the windmill a little bit so it looks more so like a windmill, as you can see over there. Alright, let me check out my house. I'm gonna say hi to my mom in this game. She's actually walking around town. Tone, you're right. Oh, good. Don't worry about me anymore, please. Alright, so... Dark Genie, I saved her from the Dark Genie, technically. Alright, so this is Tone's house. I think he actually owns horses. Which I thought was kind of cool. There's my other Tone scarf at the top. Alright, well, I'm over that. I'm gonna go check out the buggy area. I saw an orange chest right here. I got speed +2, which I could use on my sword to upgrade it. I got a fluffy donut. Oh, I see another upgrade over here. Let me just grab all these upgrades real quick from all these houses that I'm throwing down. Beast Buster acquired. Obviously, like, I'm building out, like, Tone's hometown. Northern Village is kind of, it's popping right now. Like, the evil genie kind of, like, he ruined everything, but now I'm, like, just running around, grabbing all the items. Got a nice little teddy bear here. Yeah, so... Alright, so... Let me just save real quick in case... I mean, I am playing on the PS2, so it is possible for my game to freeze at any time. But I doubt that'll happen. Because, I mean, the disc, it sat outside of the case for like 20 years or so. Just on top of near my Sega. And it actually had like a little, like, I don't know. It had like a black mark on it. Which makes, I don't know where that could have possibly have come from. Because that's not even like a normal color. Like in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so clearly Tone noticed that there's a cat in his dungeon. So yeah, I need to run after the cat. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some more items. Oh, here's a mimic, see? I told you there are mimics in this game. Check that shit out. Obviously, Dark Souls kind of copied this game a little bit. Alright, got the magical crystal. Got the bone key. We got Cloud's house. I got the the bone key. No. The bone. No. Whatever. Got the thunder gem. Yeah. Got the antidote drink. Alright, I'm gonna destroy this mimic real quick. Oh yeah, dude. I just not. Oh, got Dragon's Crest. York. Yeah. So basically, I'm ready for the next area, but I need. Oh, I have the bone key already too, so I can just collect all the Atla and just speed through this, which is nice. Cause basically, like I already did this, so doing it faster the second time is even nicer. I was doing it on my other stream, but obviously I was still figuring out streaming and I was actually, what I was doing was I was playing it from my PS4 wirelessly instead of actually like plugging it into the Elgato, which I didn't know was a possibility. Oh, nice. Max weapon. weapon HP of the equipped weapon increased. I can just run past everyone because I already got Dran's Crest. I don't really need any additional items besides like the chests. Alright, so I'm straight up done, dude. I'm gonna grab the Atla because you obviously don't want to miss the buggy guy because you could buy items from him. And if you miss the guy that you buy items from, it's like, dude, like what? It's like, what are you even doing? Alright, so I got some fire. You can't cast magic fire. You just imbue it into your sword so that you're stronger in fire damage, which certain enemies are weaker too. Because each of the weapons, they have weapon stats. And each of the upgrades also adjust the customized weapons even more. So I'm going to use Dran's Crest, just run real quick to the next floor. Alright, I'm going to leave the dungeon temporarily, recharge my health. I'm not sure if I have any more repair powder. Let me check out real quick. So I'm going to go to items. I don't have any more repair powder, so I'm going to head over to the mayor real quick. It's nice that I guess you forget about it and it doesn't even matter because they just do it fast. That's pretty nice. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here. He gives me some more items, which is pretty nice. I'm kind of loaded out. I'll get the new character, I guess, in the next stream. I think there are like 12 dungeons in the first dungeon, 12 floors in the first dungeon. So it takes quite a long time. Let me upgrade my town a little bit. I'm gonna throw down Claude's house. There we go. Claude. Put Claude in his house real quick. He's a likable guy. Put the lamp over here. Gaffer's buggy. Tone's llama, so Tone owns a llama, which is kind of cool. And then let's see what else. Paige. Throw a Pike over here. And then throw this here. Looks like there'll be a lot of upgrades all over the place when I go and visit all these houses. Put some road down. Connect all the houses to here. Let me just rotate Claude's house a little bit. Alright, so put this over here. And then connect this with the road. I'm going to move my pond a little bit. It's kind of in the way. Put it in between the trees. Put Claude's house right over here. And then throw down some roads. Watch this. Ready? Perfect. The entire village is connected. Everyone kind of makes sense. Alright. Yeah, well, it's looking good. I'm going to save and then consider playing some other game. Let me scout for some items real quickly. Let's talk to this dude. Tone, you're safe too. Well, that's good. What kind of bastard did this to us? Oh my god. Look at the sun. That's pretty nice, right? The sun's just setting behind the windmill. That was pretty. Oh, here's the fishing thing. So you could click here and you could click fish. You could check your fishing log, your rank, name, size of the fish. I generally don't fish in this game. I fish in Dark Cloud 2. I save my energy for fishing in Dark Cloud 2. I'll probably do like a special Dark Cloud 2. I have it on PS4. I'll do a stream of it and I'll just get to the pufferfish area. And that's how far I'll get. And I'll just collect the pufferfish for the stream. But yeah, that was a pretty good stream. I'm gonna end stream.